So, in order for us to dissociate with everything that's going on in the world, we're going to read. Um, it says 150 funny jokes that will bring the house down. It's from Today, like, Today.com magazine, the Today Show from them. So I'm sure they're going to be terrible. We're going to see if any of them makes us laugh. And I might stop it at the first joke that makes me laugh out loud. If any of them do. Even a chuckle. All right, here we go. Why? I have to cough. Oh no. Hold on. Okay. Why do dragons nap during the day? So they can fight knights. Okay. What do you call bears without ears? B. Now that one's funny. Bears without ears. B. Because bear is spelled B ears. That one is funny, but didn't laugh. What happened to the cat that ate a ball of yarn? She had mittens. Boo. Why did the socks break up? They weren't a good match. Tomatoes. What did the cop say? Sorry. What did the cop say? What did the cop say? Whoever at today's show, like at least run it through Grammarly, girl. I'm going to edit it. What did the cop say to his belly button? You're under a vest. What's the best way to learn how to make ice cream? Go to Sunday school. Okay, that's funny. Why was the lettuce embarrassed? Because it saw the salad dressing. Kinky. What did the nose say to the finger? Stop picking on me. Gross. Why did the photo go to jail? It was framed. What do you call a crocodile wearing a vest? An investigator. I hate it. Why are elevator jokes so good? They're funny on many levels. I already read that one. Did you hear about the rowboat that sank? It was a total ordeal. What's a cat's best subject in school? History. Why do nurses use red colored crayons? So they can draw blood. Someone asked me if I got a haircut. I said, "Nar, I got them all cut." Oops. Now they got me. Okay, that one was funny. Someone asked me if I got a haircut. I'm gonna start saying that. How'd you get a haircut? No, I got all my haircut, bitch. What you talking about? Did you get a haircut? I mean, technically, yeah. That one was fun. Okay, we'll continue. Why didn't the chef? I said chef. I'm in my 29th year of life. Why didn't the chef season the chicken? He didn't have enough time. Did you hear about the girl who got fired from the calendar factory? She took a day off. Like, be original, girls. Why don't physicists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. What's the best way to catch a fish? Ask someone to throw it to you. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar. I couldn't figure out why the baseball kept getting larger and larger. Then it hit me. What do computers eat for lunch? Microchips. What's the hardest part of any room? What's the hottest part of any room? The corner, because it's always 90 degrees. How many dance instructors does it take to fix it? How many dance instructors does it take to change a light bulb? 5, 6, 7, 8. Why does a chicken coop only have 2 doors? If it had 4, it would be a sedan. What's up with that? Why do sweaters stick together? Because they're close knit. Did you hear about the octopus that held up a convenience store? It was an armed robbery. That was terrible. Two fish are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "Any idea how to drive this thing?" Imagine. Why do ducks have tails? To hide, to hide their butt quacks. Now that one, I'm using that one as well. Why do ducks have tails? To hide their butt quacks. It's crazy. Phew. Okay, bitch. Did you about, girlie, do you have an editor? My God, ChatGPT could have edited for you. Did you about the stolen dog collar? I'm sure they mean, did you know about or did you hear about the stolen dog collar? Police are looking for leads. That's kind of funny. It wasn't I'm wasn't. Is this translated? It says, I'm wasn't a fan of facial hair, but eventually it grew on me. Have you ever played quiet tennis? It's the same as regular tennis, but without the racket. What did the mummy say after getting detention? This Sphinx. I used to be addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around. Okay, I give that one 4 stars out of 10. 2 ducks walked into a bar. The third one ducked. Oh, I get it. Like he didn't go. Or she. Or they. Did you hear about the guy giving away dead batteries? They were free of charge. What do lawyers wear under their pants? Briefs. Did you hear about the equestrian with... Did you hear about... This time that was on me. Did you hear about the equestrian that got laryngitis? Now she's a horse whisperer. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. Why did the invisible man quit his job? He couldn't see himself doing it. There are 3 kinds of people in the world. Those who can do math and those who can't. Now what were those? Because now we're about to go to silly dad jokes. What were these called? Terrible jokes? Those were best funny jokes. Oh, pardon. Crazy. This is dad jokes. Silly dad jokes. I might not be able to get through this. Let's see. Why did the author get married? She found Mr. Right. And why don't skeletons skydive? They don't have the goods to do it. 1 tomato. Where do cucumbers go on a date night? The salad bar. Boo. Did you hear about the pine trees that got a timeout? It was being naughty. No. What do you say to a cow that gets in your way? I'm not even going to give this one the dignity of doing the punchline. I met a giant once. I didn't know what to say, so I just used big words. Did you hear about the dolphin romance? They really clicked. A horse walks into a diner. The host says, "Hey." The horse says, "You read my mind." Okay, that's funny. How did people see in the dark during medieval times? They used night lights. Night spelled K-N. Where aren't there a lot of jokes about peaches? Or why aren't there a lot of jokes about peaches? Because most of them are pitiful. Shut up. What's the best way to catch a squirrel? Act like a nut. Did you hear about Math Book? That guy, the therapist? It had a lot of problems. First of all, typo. Second of all, bad joke. What's worse than raining cats and dogs? Hailing taxis. Okay, I'm going to skip the dead jokes. Let's see. Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants to the course? In case he got a hole in one. Okay, no. Out of here. Oh my God, there's so many. How many skunks does it take to make a stink? Just a few. Okay, so I'm going to type in actually funny jokes and see if any pop up. Reader's Digest. 113 best jokes of all time. That is so crazy. Let's see. Oh, short jokes. You got me. Short as in like they're not long. Not as in like, heightism. Why did the salamander go to Hollywood to make newt movies? Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is bad. This is your 113th best joke. Did you hear the one about the New York Jets cocktail? 2 of them. And you forgot what Joe Namath. Maybe you have to be from New York to get that one. Joe Namath must be on the New York Jets. But did you hear the one about the New York Jets cocktail? The 2 of them. Then you forget. Okay. And you forget what. Okay. Okay. Why did the veterinarian prescribe birth control pills for dogs? It's part of an anti-litter campaign. These are not good. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One weighs a ton and the other is a little lighter. Okay. Can I do like by people of color? Is that racist if I put that in the search bar? Okay, well. Last resort, we're gonna go to Reddit just to see. I know they're also gonna be, but they're funny too. So, I went to the doctor recently. Oh, this one looks like it might be triggering. So I'm not gonna read that. A woman is walking up. No, okay, I'm just gonna read it. See what happens. We're doing this live. Oh, no, the person right under it said, bitch, that's not how you do the joke. So I'm not gonna read that one. Okay. This is about priests. We're not gonna read that one. Why do you never see hippos hiding in trees? Because they're very good at it. I think the Rainforest Cafe takes the whole rainforest thing too far. This one time I was sitting there eating my chicken tenders and they bulldozed 40% of the restaurant. Oh my God. Do you know the difference between toilet paper and a shower curtain? I'm nervous. Yeah, why? Hey everybody, I found the guy. What are you talking about? I said, yeah. I don't get it. Do you know? Okay. Anyway, a man had been drinking at a. This doesn't look funny. These are bad. A man is getting a checkup. Doctor, you have to stop me. They're all like police or priests. A man walks into a bar. No more men walking into bars. Not. Okay. So I think. Let's see. Okay, there's Get Your Funny one. Let's see. Okay. Oh, fun. Ooh. Okay, not fun. Let's try this one. What is the funniest joke you've been told that you still think about to this day? This is going to be so stupid. A police officer pulls over okay. A police officer pulls over a semi-truck. He gets the usual license and registration, but hears strange noises coming from the trailer. So he decides to investigate. Inside, he finds 50 penguins. Sir, why do you have 50 penguins in your trunk? The officer asks the driver. Well, they're my friends, and we like to go on journeys together in my truck, the man replies. I'm sorry, sir, but you can't just own 50 penguins. I'm afraid you're going to have to take them to the zoo. The man agrees and drives off. The next day, the same cop pulls the truck over again, and once again hears strange noises in the trailer. He goes to check and finds the same 50 pigeons. I thought I told you to take these pigeons to the zoo yesterday. The cops angrily tells the driver. I did take them to the zoo. They loved it. Today we're going to the beach. An Irishman. Norm told this best. What the fuck is Norm? A duck walks in. This is long. What has 5 toes and isn't your foot? My foot. That was funny. Thank you for that one, Sky Mortar. Reminds me of Stephen King's. Nope. My friend got me an elephant for my room. I said thanks, and she said I don't. She said don't mention it. That's funny. George W. Bush. It's funny already. George W. Bush was sitting at his desk in the Oval Office when an aide came in. Sir, here is today's list of casualties from the coalition in Iraq. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. So, sir, here is today's list of casualties from the coalition in Iraq. I'm sorry to say that we lost a Brazilian. Bush dropped his head to his hands. Oh no, oh no, oh no. The aide felt bad. He had never seen him so distraught. Sir, is there anything that I can do for you? Bush looked up and asked with pain visible in his eyes. Yes, just tell me how many is a Brazilian. That was bad. That was very bad. A man walked into a bar, such a lazy setup. How do you tell the difference between... Oh. Well, this one, just a little. How can you tell the difference between an electrician and a chemist? Ask them to pronounce unionized, which is also unionized. A piece of string walks into a bar. Girl. And orders a drink. The bartender tells him, sorry, we don't serve strings here. Get out. The string walks out and unravels one end. The string walks out and unravels one end of himself and ties himself up a few times and walks back in and orders a drink. The bartender says, aren't you the string touches in here? The string replies, no, I'm afraid not. That's stupid, but it's a little funny. Oh, this was not safe for work. Should we do it? No. Okay. All right, we're going to call it. There's this guy, Dave, who absolutely hates going to the doctor. Luckily for him, his brother Henry is a veterinarian. So anytime Dave is sick, he tells Henry what I would do and the medicines I would take. One day, Dave breaks his leg, so he calls up his brother and tells Henry he broke his leg. Henry is quiet for a bit and then says, Dave, I've got pet. Can dogs not break their legs? Wait. I'm not gonna... Can dogs break their legs? Like, I have no idea. Like, these fractures are so crazy. Example treatment, broken legs, rest, splints, cast, surgical intervention with pins. Okay. I don't get that joke. I'm not gonna end on that note because that wasn't good. I moved into a new house. I found this light switch that didn't seem to do anything. Every day I will walk by and flip the switch. Nothing. I got a letter a few weeks later that said, cut it out. I don't get it. When I was little, I would ask my mom to tell me this story joke over and over and over and make me crack up. She said that there was a dude and he had heard they were drafting men to war, but he didn't want to go to war, so he pulled out all of his teeth because I guess that would prevent him from getting drafted. Then when the recruiters came and made all the men line up to be inspected, the first thing they looked at was his feet, and they said, we can't recruit you. You have flat feet. Oh, he got his teeth for nothing. was driving down the road and saw a hitchhiker. Being in a generous mood, I decided I'd give him a ride. After I picked him, I just thought about Buckquack. Buckquack was crazy. I'm so sorry. Okay. I was driving down the road and saw a hitchhiker. Being in a generous mood, I decided I'd give him a ride. After I picked him up and we started on down the road, he was very thankful but said, "You aren't scared that I could be a serial killer or something?" So I chuckled, looked at him and said, "The chances that we are both serial killers are probably pretty low, don't you think?" Okay, well, we're just gonna go to bed. Sorry that those weren't funny. I'm over 2. Sorry about that. But hopefully they made you laugh. At least the Buckquack one. And the other one that made me laugh. There were 2 that I laughed at. But do better. Maybe I'll come up with my own stand-up. ASMR stand-up.